where this goes. All right, welcome to the I Am That Content Creator podcast. We're cutting through the noise to show you exactly how to create scroll-stopping content, land premium brand deals, and build a thriving online business. No bullshit, just proven strategies that scale. Mia, what's up? Lazing on the couch over there.
I'm chilling out. I'm resting before what is to come next week of school holidays. So
I was going to say, you're just doing your work in a laxed situation right now.
Yeah. For anyone who's not watching the video, I'm just laying down on the couch for this potty.
It's okay. I think like one day, like Mia and I have this dream of having just some kind of like great studio that we can just sit back and actually record these even remotely from each other, but just sit back and like,
Yeah, I want one of those little office pods out the back and just set it up. Podcast studio, computer, no one to bug me. I can lock the door.
wouldn't that just be so good just to be like, I'm just going out to my studio.
Imagine. Where's Mum? Oh, she's in the studio again.
She's in her studio in her little box outside. Anyway, that is not what we're here to talk to you today about. We're going to have a little cheeky conversation around AI and certainly around what's going on right now with this AI for image generation. Because if you've been scrolling the TikTok, scrolling the Grammar Jam, you are going to be seeing people talking about AI generated images. And a lot of things that I see, certainly, I'm sure you've seen them, Mia, as well, is a lot of like marketing's dead, graphic design's dead. And obviously they are all hooks that we're all falling for. And as a graphic designer, I got some thoughts, good and bad.
You would.
Yeah. So I thought we'd just have a chat about it today and maybe come with some great insights, or maybe just have a conversation that you may be concerned, worried, intrigued, interested, how we've used it, how we would think about using it. I think that's probably all we really want to do today, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big topic everywhere, this AI stuff. And we were just chatting before and I said, I don't think everyone realizes what we're in for. Like, it's just so hard to foresee the future of where this is going. But it's important to have these conversations, especially if you're in business.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things that the part of the conversation is so exciting because, oh my God, this is possible now. And then part of it is like, oh, are we doing that? Are we okay, we're there.
Don't know how I feel about that.
I know, and it's kind of that thing that, like, from what I see, there's no going back as we start moving forward. So it's like, okay, if we can't go back, like we can't put this rabbit in a fucking hole. Like we can't be like, yo, get back, pipe down, Chachi. Like we're in it. So now how do we embrace it? And how do we embrace it as millennials, as Gen Xers, as the next generation? Because obviously the generations coming up are going to be full into it. So how do we work with it, not against it, and not put that, like, I know I can already hear my parents putting their like, oh, that's just not the way we used to do things hat on. We're like, you know what? It's the way the world's going, and if we don't keep up, we're fucked.
We're fucked. Well, my mum's using ChatGPT and she loves it. So I think, I mean, it's here to stay. Like you said, you just can't put it back in the box.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for creators, for graphic designers, like it's pretty confronting. Like potentially there will just be AI avatars doing all the content and I won't be needed anymore. So, and like graphic designers with the new release of the image generation update on ChatGPT, it's getting good. It is getting good. And so are the UGC avatars. You know, you can actually place products inside their hand while they're talking. It's getting pretty wild. But I think the most important thing creators and business owners can do now is just get amongst it and embrace it and learn it, because it is not going anywhere. And potentially it's going to save businesses money. It's going to make businesses money. But on the flip side, people may lose their jobs, or they're going to have to pivot and learn how to run the AI that is doing their old job.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, is it's, you're exactly right when you say get amongst it. Like there's no point in being like, oh, it's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here. And even if you're a small business that, you're wearing a lot of hats, we get that. But even if you're outsourcing your creative, for example, or you're outsourcing your graphic design, that's okay. But I would still advise you to get around it. Like get into it, understand it. Because if you're potentially paying designers, creatives, whatever, to do these things and they're using these tools, you also want to know that. Like, I just feel like a transparency for you as a business owner and you as a creative, use
Mm.
this, understand it. You may not want to use it at all in your business, but start to use it to understand its power and don't be ignorant to it. I think that would be the biggest piece of advice
Yeah.
is, you know,
Because if your competition is using AI and you're not,
yeah.
what's going to happen there?
And like we've said, it's only going to keep growing. So the more that you can invest in learning about it, the better. And that's why obviously we invest in it. We share it inside our community. We've created studios and things to do that. And it was interesting because I was talking to a couple of school mums the other day who are just going through their graphic design right now. And as they were talking, my brain was like, fuck, like you're just
Mm.
finishing a course in graphic design, which is amazing. And it's not like it's going to take over tomorrow. It's not like this is a skill set that they won't get a job, they won't be used, because there are going to be businesses, small and large, that will fear using AI and not want to touch it. That's okay. But as an entrepreneur, I suppose what Mia and I want to say to you is don't fear it. Use it, utilize it, understand it, play with it, test it, see what's possible so that you can use it when it's not going to go anywhere, like we've said 1,000 times. But just listening to these school mums and kind of parting some of my wisdom around graphic design, I just said to them, oh, look, like, are you using much AI? And she said, oh, they're doing a few courses inside the uni and the TAFE course that are educating us on it, but they're really strict on us not using it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool. But I'm
Why?
going to just put my entrepreneur business owner hat on and let you know that you kind of ignore that advice.
Mm. Yeah.
Like,
Like your uni is telling you not to use AI when you're about to step out into the big wide world where it's already here.
yeah. And if you're not implementing it, there will be designers that are like, oh, I've never
Mm.
done graphic design in my life, but I know how to use AI. They are going to get the job because AI
Yeah.
will do the job for them no matter what. So you have the advantage that you understand graphic design, creativity, marketing, branding, whatever that is. So utilize that skill that you've learned and the passion that you've got for creating that, because there'll be somebody that
Exactly.
has no passion, no care, zero fucks, but understands AI that is going to jump on this so
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
And it was actually really interesting to have that conversation with them, because I think, Mia, we've said this a few times, we forget how deep in entrepreneurship and this space we are. And then
Yeah.
we speak to people outside this space that you think would be quite, like, I thought these mums would be quite across it. And they were both like, oh, I hadn't actually thought of that. And I was like, fucking what?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And I had a conversation a few weeks back with a couple of teachers and I'm like, oh, are you using AI yet? And like, oh, yeah, but like it writes emails for me and stuff like that. And I'm just like, and they don't use it in their everyday life. And it was just a very non-event kind of thing. And I'm like, shit, man. Like, if only they knew the possibilities and the power of how this can, help them even as teachers and in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people too are very concerned about the environmental effects of AI and all that side of things as well. But we're
And do
kind
you
of cornered.
understand, like, I've heard bits and pieces of that environmental effect, but do you understand enough to kind of share what you've heard about it? Like, we don't know everything, but like, just for people that are like, what? It's on a computer. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I haven't gone really deep into it, but from what I understand, all this data being produced is being stored in massive servers, which,
Isn't it
not good
something
for the
about the
environment.
water cooling or something, like they're using liters of water to cool these machines because they're running?
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard a few other things. I'm not sure what's true. I haven't gone into it into too much depth, but I guess the thing is, are these people saying don't use AI because of the environment? It's kind of like saying to people now, don't have a mobile phone.
Mm.
You're kind of stuck. Like we've
Yeah.
got our back against a wall already.
Yeah.
It's here to stay. So I don't have the answer for the environmental side of things.
And I think it's one of those things that it's such a controversial topic in terms of, should we be using it? Why are we using it? we still need humans to do our jobs. And like you say, if somebody said, well, everybody just take your phone away, we're just not going to do phones anymore. That's just not possible. It's been created. And so now how do we deal with it in our everyday life? And certainly when it comes to, just this new image generator and whatever, that it's blown my mind just to see the few things that I've created so far that other creators are creating, that the campaigns from a graphic design point of view and somebody that's worked on campaigns before, the ability is mind blowing, because
Yeah.
the skill set it takes to create these campaigns and create these designs pre AI, there is a really incredible skill, even pre Canva, or those that aren't using Canva, they're doing true graphic design, that are using Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign, and that stuff takes time to learn. It takes expertise. It's a skill set that, yes, those uni degrees are phenomenal and they will give you that AI may never be able to, but it's more looking at how quickly some of these campaigns can be done, like photography, stuff like that. Like even the photography, that kind of blows my mind. And part of me is really, really fucking scared about it, because I'm like, there is a whole industry of creatives that, fuck, I love my creative life and watching what people can create from nothing. And then part of me goes, yeah, but then there's this thing that can do it. And what's the possibility that's really great here? Like, I'm so conflicted.
Yeah. You get torn, don't you? Like, it's going to make your life and business and job and everything so much easier.
Mm.
But then the other side of it is, will I become kind of redundant? And like you said, the photos are getting really, really realistic. The videos, I've seen marketing bros on YouTube actually selling AI avatar UGC videos in bulk to these businesses so they can test 50 creatives at the drop of a hat. And, it's a really weird time for us to be in, because we don't know quite how far it's going to go. I was just having the thought then of being a photographer, but well, maybe everyone will get sick of the AI and they'll want to go back to the original real photography. But by then AI would just be able to replicate it in an instant and no one would even know. So,
and I think that's the thing, because even with that, like I know with the wedding trends and wedding photography, certainly last year, there's a huge trend around photographers going back and wedding couples taking like old school film cameras, and then the wedding photographers were then creating their photography like that grainy, beautiful, old school classic kind of thing, because everyone's so over the overdone stuff. But like you say, like AI is going to be able to do that. And that's the scary part. Like, it's such a conflicting place to be, that I'm part so fucking excited that I'm like, I just want to test it. I just want to try it. And then I get there, I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah. And when you think, like, for our kids too, it's really fucking freaky thinking about what's going to be like when they're our age.
Yeah.
But even I just got an inbound the other day from a brand wanting me to do some content for this itty bitty little AI thing that you stick on your shirt like a little microphone, and it listens to your day at work, all the conversations, all the meetings. It just collects everything and figures it all out for you at the end.
If we had that, I feel like it would set on fire, because it'd be like, you guys talk too much. There's so many messaging things. Fuck.
It would. It would
hole
explode.
in your t-shirt.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm on fire. But like this product is the target audience is medical professionals, because
right,
they're documenting notes and speaking to patients and all day.
And even I know my cousin, he's a surgeon, and he like has notes transcribed, and then he used to have somebody type them out. So something like that would be all he needs. Like, he's doing his fucking surgery, he just talks it out.
Yeah. And that medical typist, is that what typist? Is that she's gone?
It is now.
Yeah. Then the medical typist, she's gone. She's not needed anymore. But the thing is with AI too, it could potentially solve environmental issues, solve cancer. Like, it's it's just like this bittersweet,
I
really.
know, and I think that's what, we kind of why we wanted to have this conversation. Like, there's no real we're not gonna end this conversation with like, "Hey, well done, we solved the world." But I thought, Mia and I just thought we have this conversation constantly, and as you as a creator, as an entrepreneur, you might be quite solo in what you're doing right now and be like, "Yeah, I wanna have this conversation." And so if you see these clips, if you see our podcast, like, let us know, drop us a message, comment if you see, especially because we cut these up and put these on our social media, like, start commenting, let's have a conversation. And there's no right, there's no wrong. There's environmental problems, and then there's my job's going to get taken over. But at the same time, as long as you're implementing, sharing, like, you could become part of implementing the process better, or, changing the way that we think and feel. So there's no right or wrong. But I think, certainly for me, and the conversation that we started to have before around this whole graphic design thing. For me, I mean, I'm a manifesting generator. I like to work fast. So I'm always about, like, even when I was doing design, I was always looking for okay, how do I do the bulk thing? How do I create this? So I'm just going to,
Mhm.
every time I do something, you'd figure out a faster, better way to do it, because you wanted to get to the end step. Because the one thing about graphic design I can tell you is when a client comes back and like, so can we just like try it in like 7 different colors? And can I just move that there? And I'm like, cool, I'm the trained one, but yeah, let's do what you think. Let's try that. Well, now
Yeah.
that kind of helps, because it's like, sweet. Yeah, in 4 seconds I changed it. It's like, um, so that part is good. But I think, even in saying that, I don't know about you, Mia, but sometimes I find myself getting dumber because I'm using it.
Yeah, look,
But
yep.
I love it. So I'm so conflicted, because it's
Yeah,
helping my chaotic mind calm and give me clarity. But now when I go to do something, I'm like, I just fucking get
yeah,
ChatGPT to help me.
yeah, I'm the same. Like, I'll start writing an email and I'll be like, "Oh, it just sounds weird." And then,
Mm,
yeah, you jump over ChatGPT, boom, 2 seconds. "Oh, that's what I
yeah.
was trying to say."
Yeah.
And it
Or
says
I'll voice note
it
exactly what I
perfectly.
want to say, because I'm like, I can't type it out how I want to say it. So this is what I want to say. And then it articulates it better. I'm like, thank you. That's what I wanted to do. Like,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah,
think anybody that um, is not telling you they're using it, but is using it, come on. Like, come
yeah.
on. I know there's some creators, I've seen their work that they're like, no, I don't use it. Like, it's all me. I'm like, fucking bullshit.
I
Like,
can
it's
see all the big
called,
dashes.
yeah, I can see your dashes. I can see, what did I call it the other day? The emoji orgy.
Georgie, yeah, likes emojis.
Like, it's become, certainly if you're in this space and not entrepreneur, it's become part of how we're doing business. So cool. Let's own that. I do believe intently that you need to read over the work and you need to check it, and it needs to feel like you. I believe that.
Yeah,
And that's why I like to voice note everything, because I'm like, well, it's come from my head, but there's no way I can take head to hand and get it out that way. That's been my life
yeah,
as a dyslexic. It just does not fucking happen.
yeah,
So I think there's that conflict that, let's call it what it is. If you are not using it, but you're in a workplace that you're fearful of it, because you're like, I don't know how this will help me. I don't know, like, it's okay to dabble in it, and it's even more okay to start learning how it's going to help you, or how you can use it to help your business, to pivot in your
mhm,
business, to add to take away some of your workload. Like, that's I think that's important in this whole space as well.
yeah, yeah. Try not to be scared of it, which, yeah, who knows what's gonna happen. Be wary of it. In my Facebook feed already, there's lots of AI generated videos and
Yeah.
pictures, and I can still tell straight away. I'm sure
Yeah.
it will be perfect soon. But a lot of people are getting tricked already by
Yeah.
these images that have been generated that are just completely fake. So know it, understand it, just be wary, because there are going to be scammers. It's a lot of bad stuff's going to happen through
Mm.
AI. And if you're completely switched off to it and don't understand anything about it, then you might, get caught
Start to
out.
get educated, really. And
Yeah.
especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're listening to us and you're a bit like, I don't know, I haven't used it much, just start getting educated. Doesn't mean you have to use it, doesn't
Mm.
mean you have to, but just get educated in how it's being used. And, you know, if we go back to the whole design marketing, is it dead because of AI? Look, it's going to change. Like that's obvious. It's going to change. I still do believe that having a creative mind, and usually entrepreneurs are creative. So if you're listening to this, you're creative, whether you like it or not. But having creative mind is going to allow you to write the right prompts, to pivot your business correctly, to implement it in a way that's going to work, have the actual ideas. Like it's not going to, AI isn't going to be able to do all of that for you. You still need to give it the right prompts. And if you don't have that, then you're not going to get the outcome. So there is still a little bit of give and take, but that's where probably our message is just get educated and let us know how you feel about it, basically. Like drop in the DMs, drop into our Instagram or TikTok at Hype Hub Collective. And when you see this, like just share it with your audience, share this message, this podcast, get a discussion going, because we'd love to hold bigger discussions. If you're somebody that uses it and you're listening to this, or you know a really good creator, we'd love to talk to other creators as well. Like it's a conversation I think it's worth continuing to have for ourselves. And if we've got children as well, I think it's really important to understand this for the next generation that we're raising, because they're going to know so much more than we do, and we still want to be able to support them in understanding its power and so forth.
Yes. You got to stay up to date with it for your kids too, and to protect them as well.
Yeah. So that's all we've kind of got on that topic. I wish we had like an outcome for you, but we don't, because it's always going to evolve. And next week there'll probably be something new in there. But what we have got is a new cheeky little segment that we want to add at the end of our podcast, because we think it's funny, and you know we don't like boring shit, so we're here for it.
Spice things up a bit.
Just DM us, send it to us, comment if you see this on socials, because like we're going to have the hard hitting conversations here.
Oh, this is serious stuff. Like
not all business chat. So Mia, you're going to bring one to the table today, apparently.
All right. Would you rather? This is a hard one. Would you rather? I got to get it right in my head. Would you rather eat poo that doesn't taste like poo, or eat something that tastes like poo?
Okay, like what kind of poo are we talking here? Are we talking like
I think it's actually
poo, I think it's actually because that's all grassy, and I'm like nom nom nom.
Yeah, no, we're going human poo. Would you rather eat your own poo that doesn't taste like poo?
And is this all the time, or is this like one off?
This is one off. You got one choice.
If this was like a lifelong commitment.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do it every day.
You wouldn't want to eat food that tastes like poo, so then what would you do? This is so messed up, but so like I love how much thought I'm literally putting into that. Oh, actually,
yeah. I'm like, well, if you eat the poo that doesn't taste like poo, you're probably going to get sick.
If I'm eating poo that tastes like food, then I'm just making my own food. If I'm doing this all the time.
Oh, the texture though.
No, none of this is okay.
I was just about to say, no, I'm going with the food that tastes like poo. But could you imagine?
Going with the food that tastes like, so you're eating a roast pork, right? Like or a schnitty, like you're sitting down for a schnitty at a pub, but it tastes like poo. But yet that feels like it would be easier to do.
It'd be a hard meal.
Tasting like poo, I just put more gravy on it.
The gravy tastes like poo.
No.
Yeah, I'm going with the parma that tastes like poo. I can't eat poo.
No. But then, like, does the poo taste delicious? I mean, does it taste like parma?
Oh, all right.
What would you do? All right, let us know if you watch this and you are not disgusted by us. They're not all going to be about poo, but this was just a funny one that came to mind that we saw. We're trying to find some that just resonate with us, that we thought, you know what, let's share it. So what would I do? I don't know. I don't know.
She's going to sleep on it.
I feel like I don't know. Is it a lifetime thing?
No, it's just a day, just for the day.
Okay, it's for the day. I think I'd have to eat the food that tasted like me. I don't think I could cope, and I'd just go really hungry that day.
I'd just rather just starve, to be honest. Anyway, next week is going to be about goats.
Oh, that's a little bit of fun that we've just had to have, because you know what? Laughter is the best goddamn medicine, and that's what we're here for.
It is. It is. Hopefully you found that funny and not absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, no, stay tuned. All right, see you later.
Bye.
Right now, if on social media your content is not converting, and even though we hate the word converting, if your content is not landing, you're in the 200 views jail, you're not making sales, you're not making more than $5,000 in your business per month, we have a free webinar that is going to show you something unique that you may not have thought about as a content creator or small business owner. And we highly recommend you get in and you watch it. It is free. It is 90 minutes. It will not take long. It could completely change your mind and your perspective. All you need to do is download it in the show notes. It's there for you. Go grab it. Do not miss it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Done.
Shit podcast. Absolutely. There's so many good ones too.